Deke also has a dream sequence with Danny, or a supposed dream sequence, where he comes to him in an older state, and Deke doesn't recognize him. And then actually later on, when they're having this version of To Tell the Truth, people are coming up from Danny's life or from the game show itself and picking out who the real Danny is.
Yeah.
And Deke picks the wrong one,
Yeah.
yet he's outraged when everyone comes and picks you out of the crowd, and he picks the imposter.
Yeah. Well, I had an earlier play where I used a game show, and this one I think might even be more effective as a use because uh, it brackets the whole play, and again, it gets to the idea of identity. This may all be in Danny's mind, but also his characters have inner lives, even if Danny is ultimately the author. Uh, and Danny uses this pop culture trivia. The play I'm thinking of is the one where the woman died with her family, and you had the magician, the eyes closed misunderstanding. That's the other one that I used with a 1950s or 60s sort of pop kind of thing. But anyway, yeah, and To Tell the Truth was a game show I watched as a kid, and I love the 70s version of it. A character, the real character is Peggy Cass, and we get three of the regular characters, and then one of the characters, Nipsey Russell, uh, between scenes has to leave, and so we then bring in they bring in the character of Nadine, who's been in a few other plays, and she's just sort of thrown in there nonchalant. Why is she there? This gives the idea that this is a dream going on in Danny's mind, because that's what happens in dreams. The characters that you're familiar with are in unexpected places, and then Deke starts hitting on Nadine, and and so then we get the thing where we get the everyone standing up, sort of like I'm Spartacus kind of thing, and the play sort of ends in mayhem with the Tourette's Tammy character basically just running around saying fuck you, you whore of Babylon kind of thing, and so the whole play could be very well be a dream, but it really I think it goes far deeper into the psyche of Danny Wagner than say I Other Than Human, which is most obviously a dream from the get-go, was the one about what was the character running around the Hotel Infinity. Those, yeah, the Honey of Common Summer. Those are more obviously dreams from the beginning. This one, we don't. It seems to be uh, uh, just a metaphysical kind of play, a meta play. But at the end, it may all be a dream. And at the end, like I said, the very fact that it descends into chaos, I think, makes for an interesting way to look at it. And you have this character there really was a Tourette's Tammy that we knew at the store. And early in the play, I think she's sicked by Emmy Clemenza onto Deke, and then at the end of the play, she's basically telling everyone off, and it. I think it's just a good way to sort of end the play. What did you think of that? Let me just ask you, what did you think of the use of the game show, and then it's sort of descending into sort of farce?
Well, it made sense because you have the setup with Tammy in the initial stages. You have the early vignettes of the game show, and then because the characters have comic elements, I can buy it at the end. If this just came out of nowhere and say a more serious play without these sprinkles of humor, I would see it as more disjunctive. But I thought that it worked within the context of the characters, and that it's again, it's eschewing the expected outcome, which you would expect more of a monologue from Deacon about his death.